I know you're not really a real Laker fan because of that trip we went to Portland.
Man,
Nigga had no faith in the Lakers coming back from the.
There's a difference between being a fan and a realist.
Rockets.
You could be a realist and a realist. You could
who
be
won?
a fan
Who won
and
the
a
game?
realist.
Who won the game?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember? Oh, you're a sick nigga. You're a liar.
I don't even remember. Literally, don't even remember
Bro,
the basis
you know
of the
the Lakers
conversation.
won that game. We had a whole debate about that shit. They was down, and I told you they was finna win. You right though. You gave me an opportunity to bet though. I will say that. You gave me an opportunity to bet my shoe money for Nike, and I wasn't about to blow 500 on the Lakers. So I guess I wasn't that confident when it came to the money, but you weren't confident at all. But either way,
I never. Did I say I was that confident?
I don't know, bro. You remember you say you don't remember. You have amnesia.
I literally don't remember the details of the conversation, but I mean, you could be a fan and a realist. I don't think being a fan is like just unrealistic expectations. Like, I think you could still be a fan and say your team suck.
I mean, but I don't know. I felt like you were just being pessimistic at the time. But either way, though, I mean,
I feel like we have a pessimistic team at the moment, if that even makes sense. It really don't. But.
It don't. So,
but I'm sure people understand what the fuck I'm saying.
I don't think they do.
Hey, niggas understand.
So who was your favorite players on the Lakers last year?
On the Lakers, I couldn't say I have them because I'm not. You know how I feel about LeBron.
Not a fan, nigga. How do you feel about LeBron? I'm trying.
Man, how did you figure like I'm not a fan just because I don't have a favorite person on it? The Lakers are my favorite team. But I just don't. There's time. Come on, bro. Really?
Damn, nigga, you get all the character that much over a light? Can't stand character, nigga.
That's character. That's my character. Hey, I'd appreciate you, bro, if you stay in character, okay?
I am. You don't think this is me?
I know it's you.
I've been bleeding you all episode.
That's all good, because I'm just... It's going to get to a point, bro. What was we talking about,
What's
bro?
To the point?
It's going to get to a point. You'll see when we get there. It's all good. What were we saying, though? That's the point.
I said, who was your favorite player on the Lakers? You said you had none.
I didn't have one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, that's my point. The Lakers in the downward spiral at the moment.
Man.
So I can't really say that I'm excited about it at the moment.
I'm mad Lonzo Ball had to go. I fucked with Lonzo the long way. Pause.
I'll definitely put that in there.
And then I'm not really tripping off Brandon Ingram. I feel like, no disrespect because he's a human being, but he's still damaged goods.
Why you say that?
Because he got the blood clot issue. That's the same thing Chris Bosh had. So it's kind of like, it's 50-50 as far as the longevity of your career.
Right.
And then Josh Hart. Of course, that was another good younger player, but it's Anthony Davis at the end of the day. So, I mean, it's kind of like you got to do what you got to do because you're definitely going to get more production out of your team than what you have with them on the team. And this is a win-now situation. LeBron only got so many years, so you got to take action. I low-key feel like Shannon Sharp when I talk about basketball because, like, I watch basketball, but I don't really give a fuck about it like that, just because I'm a football player so much.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, that's my take on it for the most part as far as the people I'm missing the trade. But I feel like New Orleans is about to be a nice-ass team because they got the first pick, which is obviously Zion, and then they got the fourth pick from the Lakers, whether they decide to use that as equity or whether they decide to use that as actually taking that pick. But they damn near got, what would you say, like the Lakers 2.0, the young Lakers 2.0. They got Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Lonzo, and soon to add Zion in the mix. So it should be an exciting NBA season.
Yeah, I think it's I was talking to your partner, what's his name? You saw the comment on Instagram.
Fat Dom?
Yeah, Fat Dom. In the comment section. I like the trade because I feel like it's beneficial for both sides. You get a young team to build with hopefully maybe even a dope little duo in Zion and Ball.
Right.
That can grow into hopefully a well-rounded team. You get to offload AD, who was not happy, right? And then you might get a quick contender out of the Lakers. And it looks a little better now. Like prospects look a whole lot better now that the Warriors have been dethroned. So it kind of.
Oh yeah, the Warriors are gonna be like the 6th seed next year.
So I'm saying, like, when you think about it, like them being dethroned, kind of changed the opened up. It made everything look a little bit more sunny on the West because think about all the different. How many times the conversation has come up and people have counted everybody out against the Warriors, and now that it's like Iron Man, the Iron Man where old boy said he didn't really have to kill God. All you got to do is make him bleed, and then the sharks in the water, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what happens with the Warriors. It's like they show that you know can make God bleed.
Yeah, they smell blood.
And now the sharks in the water, so now everybody's probably gonna be looking for a way to you know continue. And so I feel like I'm not saying that the Warriors won't come back next year or that they won't find the answer to that, but what it did show is that they're beatable.
They're definitely not finding an answer to Clay and KD not playing.
No,
I mean,
but then you
if
got
KD wasn't playing, it'd be just back to the regular shit.
Yeah,
with a different bench.
But then you also know that you know where will he go once he's you know
who
KD after he's out for a whole season, isn't he?
Hell yeah, he out for a whole season, if not more.
20, yeah, so you know once that so they're already without him, and you know so I'm just saying.
Think how do you remember the time where? Do you remember the time where T-Reg?
See, fucking up. He drawing attention.
Do you remember the time? Fuck. That nigga fuck my whole shit up.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
So
you just gonna get all out of character just like that? That's all it takes to get you out of character?
Man, I just fucked up.
Yeah.
What was you talking about?
Touche. KD.
Oh yeah, you remember when Boogie tore his Achilles?
Yeah.
He did that in the regular season.
Right.
And KD just did this in the finals.
Right.
So he's not coming back none next year.
I wonder how that nigga Boogie feel after being so close. So close.
Right, that nigga for sure probably assumed he had a free ring this year. Like, fuck it. I'm finna get on the Warriors. I'm about to get a free ring. Just ride this out. No, sir.
I mean...
And he might never get one.
They might never get one so close, but so
see,
far end up like Gary, not Gary Payton, because Gary Payton eventually got one. Who was it? Gary Payton and Karl Malone.
Charles Barkley didn't get a ring.
But Karl Malone, remember how Gary Payton and Karl Malone jumped on the Lakers that last season? Got
the
coached.
Matrix.
Yep.
There's too much feud.
Too much going on. Kind of seemed like so close, but so far. Might be the case for Boogie.
I think Boogie might fucking around. I can see him staying on the Warriors just because of his value now. Like the nigga that had 2 injuries and played subpar, like just a regular player for the most part in the playoffs. Yeah. So I don't know how that will affect his actual value.
I think it's his best choice is to ride it out and hope that the Warriors still got the.
He's not gonna get no real long-term money though. The Warriors not gonna give him the most money. It's a team out there that's willing to give him way more money than the Warriors.
I'm sure, but that's where I'm kind of like, is at this point in his career, is it about the money or is it about the?
Shit, that nigga really ain't made no big money though.
Oh, I'm saying though, that's still a question. Still viable to say, is it the money or is it about the, like the legacy?
Man, it's hard. Like as a true athlete and competitor, I would love to say like. It should be about the sport, but the way that the system is ran on athletes and professional athletes and black athletes in general, I gotta say, get your money though, too, because it's like they don't give a fuck about you for the most part. So it's like they want you to be all out on the sport, on the game, and do whatever you can and sacrifice your body. But look at Isaiah Thomas, you feel me? Like nigga sacrificed that hip injury the whole time. When it came down to it, they was like, bye, we can get Kyrie. When in the whole time, Kyrie about to leave anyway. So they could have kept Isaiah Thomas the whole from the jump and could have had shit rolling.
That's the game, no. So, I mean, I don't think we got too far into AD. What you think about that matchup with LeBron and AD?
Man, bro, it's gonna be.
They still got one more spot, right? They still got one more.
Yeah, because I mean that's not a free agent pickup. It just reduces the cap space, but. Yeah. I mean, you can still fit another major player. I mean, I think the AD acquisition. I mean, he's an MVP candidate pretty much every year. Or he can be an MVP candidate every year if he wants to be. He could arguably be the best player in the NBA if he wants to. I'm saying for the season, I guess you could say.
But how do you think that's gonna work with an aging LeBron?
It's gonna be perfectly fine because obviously LeBron was vouching for the nigga so hard. So.
I mean, just like on the court though, like chemistry.
I think it's gonna make it easier for LeBron, for real. I think a declining LeBron is still better than 80% or 90% of the NBA.
True. It's just like
not even 90, probably like 90, 97, 98% of the NBA.
Agreed.
And declining LeBron is still better. So
agreed. I'm just saying like as far as the timetable, because obviously his clock is ticking. Like he has X amount of years left.
The Lakers. It depends who the Lakers pick up this offseason. I just read Patrick Beverley is meeting with the Lakers this week. So Patrick Beverley come, and you add some more pieces. You know what I'm saying, off the bench. I can see Trevor Ariza signing back with the Lakers.
Man,
just
that would be
on
lovely.
the end of his career type shit, like coming back home.
Shout out to TA.
Rondo's definitely gonna get re-signed.
Which is
pretty sure.
Great look.
Because I think that was the best point guard that AD probably ever had, and then he works well with LeBron as well.
What you think about? They still saying Kyrie should come on over to LA. I mean,
Kyrie got too many issues.
You think so?
I think
so you don't think that would be fruitful?
I would love Kyrie to come to LA. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like ego wise, I feel like he like he said he want his own shit.
Right.
So it's kind of like you can't really shy away from that when people say they want their own shit that bad. So you just gotta give them to them.
Well, I mean, like maybe it'll work out like when LeBron went to Miami, or who else has done that?
That took too long though. Because they didn't win right away. They got to win right away in L.A.
True.
It's a whole different ball game, though. Like, I feel like LeBron was his first time being there for real, so.
Because, I mean, it worked out for a couple people that did it. Shaq, when he went to Miami, he definitely said his D-Wade team, he wanted to just he wanted to be relevant.
LeBron's definitely not going to be like this is AD's team.
Hmm?
LeBron's not about to be like this is AD's team.
No, I doubt that. I'm just saying, like,
LeBron is still a ball handler at the end of the day. So
you don't see that. You don't see like a possibility where where they could sit the ego down and make it work. Let's say if Kyrie decided to.
I mean, Kyrie is always if he's ever on the team with LeBron, he's playing second fiddle to LeBron.
So you don't think, that's what I'm saying. You don't think that it's possible for him to put his ego, or you think it's not in?
I think he can. It just depends. Like, if you want to go in right now, then you could. But it's like shit. NBA is all about. The NBA is just full of egos. That's what makes the NBA. So
absolutely.
End of the day, it's kind of like it's not far fetched to see how somebody wouldn't put their ego aside for the, I guess you say, for the greater good of the team.
Greater good, yeah.
But like I said, on the back end of it, there's so much fucked up shit that happened in a systematic way. It's kind of hard to be mad at anybody for wanting to get their money and get their chips up while they still healthy. Because think about this, Isaiah Thomas was about to get the max. The max. He was like, max me. Now this nigga's getting like the veteran minimum.
Right.
So shit can change. End of the day.
Gotcha. No, I definitely see that. So is it agreed that the trade was good for both sides?
I mean, facts. It's definitely good for the Pelicans. It's definitely good for LA. I mean, I don't think nobody really. I mean, they lost AD, but AD didn't want to be there anyway, so it's not really like a loss at the end of the day when somebody tells you, "I want to be here." It's like if your girl tell you, "I want to be with you," when she leave you, it's like it's not that big of a blow. Like she already told you she don't want to fuck with you no way. So
right,
you got over that already.
True. I mean, true. I can definitely see that, but does it then turn out to be, let's say, AD come and he killed, right?
Right.
And they got a successful season. Do you think that the Pelicans feel some sort of way after the fact, kind of like maybe,
Nah, because you got to think about it. Like, they couldn't win shit with him anyway. So it's like, at the end of the day, if you couldn't win shit with him, might as well get a fresh start.
True. I mean, because how you think?
On the hands of somebody else. And they got, you know how many draft picks they got, Josh? 3, 4? If they get 4 draft picks in exchange?
3, I believe.
The Lakers traded 4 first-round draft picks?
3. Is it 3 or 4?
It's 4, but I think it is like 3.
3 first rounders,
and like another one.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's 3 first rounders.
So all that equity and 3 players.
Yeah.
3 young players too.
True. So future.
Right, because if Brandon Ingram blood clot situation end up not being bad, then the Lakers gonna look back at that and like, oh shit.
Right.
If Lonzo end up being a nigga like Magic, they're gonna be like, oh shit.
Right.
She's not.
But I mean, like you think about like how maybe San Antonio looked in the like the immediate situation after, kind of having some similar situation, and then goes and makes them an automatic contender, and then they go and get the chip.
I mean, it can definitely happen. I mean, it's like you gotta think about it. The
Like-
East still wasn't like that. You know, it's just LeBron left the East, so it just happened to be the playing field got a little bit more leveled out, and then Kawhi went from the West and
Right.
interjected himself into the East. So it was like I feel like it was clear across the board because what Memphis in the West, isn't it? The Grizzlies. Am I tripping right now?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So Memphis, so like Mark Gasol went from the Grizzlies to Toronto. So it's like you shifting the whole NBA when you got certain players that's used to playing and you used to seeing them playing in one conference and they switching to the next. So I feel like the GM skills was amazing for the Toronto Raptors this offseason with the mid-season trades and prior to just taking that chance on Kawhi being like, fuck it, we trying to get this chip. We ain't never had one anyway. So you might as well chase one right now. But I mean, other than that, I don't see why it couldn't happen. Like AD is a seasoned vet, LeBron is a 3-time champion, seasoned vet, MVP, Finals MVP, all that great shit. So I don't see no reason why either one of them couldn't really take over the game because I don't see nobody like if it come down to LeBron playing the Warriors, I don't see Draymond guarding Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like that's where they was getting murdered at anyway in the paint and offensive rebounds. Like they was getting murdered in those sections in the finals. So at the end of the day, you look at it and it's kind of like I don't think that tandem would be able to be outdone like that.
I got you. So what you think about the other part, the other potential for Kyrie, Brooklyn?
I think he's going to Brooklyn just because I feel like he want to go to a team that he can say is not that good already, and then when they become good, they can say Kyrie Irving did that.
Do you think that that will happen?
Will he go? I think he will.
I mean,
Will they
I'm
be
saying,
that
but, like,
good?
wanna
I don't
be-
think.
wanna turn
I don't
out
know.
like that?
I don't know. The nigga was on the Celtics this year, and they didn't go to the finals, and they had the best group of talent out of everybody. So I mean, you never know. Kyrie was a lottery pick every year before LeBron with Cleveland.
Right.
So it ain't like when Kyrie was by himself, the nigga was, you know what I'm saying, just carrying these niggas to the playoffs on some AI shit.
Right. Right.
You know, I think you gotta have a certain level of I don't give a fuck to be like a real actual leader. Cause then it just, you know, they say heavy is the crown. I mean, heavy is the head that wears the crown. So when it come down to that type of stuff, it's like you gotta have thick skin and you gotta know the criticism gonna come with it. Cause everybody got something to say when you winning.
Yeah. True. All right. So Drake sidelines. You think that makes the league more of a sideshow, or do you enjoy the?
I fuck with it. You feel me? I just feel like I feel like it's history repeating itself. Like Drake is kind of like the new age Spike Lee or Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
I mean Jack Nicholson. My bad. I said Jack. That's a golfer. But yeah, like he's the new age that. And for Toronto, it's like shit. Who the fuck do we know out of Toronto besides Drake? At the end of the day, you know, like can you name somebody?
Tory Lanez.
I mean Tory Lanez, but he obviously he comes second fiddle to Drake.
Yeah, he
when
definitely.
it comes to the music shit.
Fucking remember the dude Carter now? Start with K. He was signed to.
No.
Okay, so there you have it. So Drake.
Right, so Drake is the top tier nigga and on top of that he played in Degrassi, so that nigga was already like, and that show was shot in Canada, so he was a childhood.
Did you watch that shit?
Hell yeah, for sure. I watched
What
it.
about you, T-Red?
I'm not saying I watched every single.
Did you watch Degrassi?
I've never seen that show ever.
Okay.
I've never
What
seen
about
that
you?
one episode.
What about you, cameraman? No, you didn't want to get yourself a cameo selfie real quick. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I've seen every single episode, but I for sure seen it enough to know what Drake's role was in the show.
Wheelchair Jimmy.
Exactly, how he ended up getting popped and all that. But I mean, for the most part,
Why did he get shot?
I think they was like bullying this white kid, and the white kid came to school with a gun and shot him in the hallway.
So not only was he a cornball, but he got shot by a white kid.
Hey man, that's a
I mean,
sensitive subject.
Hey.
School shootings and shit like that, you know what I mean? It's always a white kid, so
Is it? Oh yeah, well,
Yeah,
shootings,
you seen a black kid do a mass school shooting?
Never.
Negative, exactly.
Niggas exist on the drive-by.
Yeah, but
Yeah, nah, okay. I mean, all right. Touche.
but you know, I mean, as much as niggas hate on Drake, like I fuck with Drake. End of the day, like bro, I mean, he might be like a corny nigga. And he might do a lot of corny shit, but at the same time, as far as what he puts together and delivers as far as artistry and what he builds for himself market wise, he carves himself a niche out every time. You know, like him being the ambassador for the Toronto Raptors, all that does is keep him relevant while he's not putting out music.
Absolutely.
Because he got something else to do besides put out music.
Right.
And all he got to do is sit there and just act a fucking fool. Obviously, he's talking all that shit. He's not really like that, but it comes along with the theatricals. So he's just a good actor at the end of the day. He's Wheelchair Jimmy. He's a good actor.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's just, for me, it's a thin line between cornball shit and, you know, relevance. Like,
I mean, I feel like Drake be swagging shit. You know, certain shit Drake definitely be swagging. Like, I'm not gonna say he's the ideal role model for the kids or something like that, but Drake for sure seems to know the right moves to make when it comes to his career, or whoever's in his camp. For sure, branding wise and image wise, for sure knows. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like at the time where he was still looked at like a kid, it was a perfect time. Maybe it was when Diddy slapped the nigga. The nigga decided to go get in the gym and gain some weight, you feel me, and grow his facial hair out shit, so he stopped looking like Canadian Drake and act like, you know what I'm saying, he was actually a grown-up and an adult and been through some shit, but maybe it take niggas to get slapped to get in that mode and do some push-ups and shit like that.
Yeah, well, they definitely on his head. Now they saying that nigga paused, but they saying that nigga abs on that picture was fake.
What you mean? Like he paid for him?
Like he photoshopped somebody else's abs.
Oh, really? That's cold-blooded. Why niggas got it? Why
Yeah.
his workout game can't be on point?
I don't know. That's what they saying right now. They like, oh, this nigga photoshopped his abs on like he Kim Kardashian or some shit.
I mean, shit. What you say? You said Rick Ross was fake, didn't you?
I said that nigga may just be a clone.
Oh, that's what you said, because the nigga lost all the weight.
That and because he other things, but let's just say Gucci Man definitely a clone.
Oh, man, here you go. I feel it.
You know, hey, if y'all don't, let us know in the comments, you know, if you fuck with it, if you think that nigga a clone, if you don't think I'm crazy, conspiracy theories, maybe, just, you know, chime in. I don't care. I could be crazy. This nigga think I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy?
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. What you think, Marvin? Clone?
That nigga said.
But you don't think I'm crazy, but you don't think he a clone.
He does think you're crazy, and he doesn't.
Oh, you think I'm crazy, and you don't think he a clone?
Exactly.
Hey, bro, you're a sellout, bro.
Sellout. Be a classic conversation. We'll be back with the next segment. Vic, Fresh. We'll be back.